to TezMania TV, and today I am doing a Q&A. It is a themed one, and I'm going to be talking about our dog, Gaston. And if you didn't know that we have a dog, or you haven't seen the introduction video, I do recommend that you go check that one out first. It's called Introducing Gaston Lagaffe, which is our puppy's name, and it was posted a couple of weeks ago, so it's somewhere recent here on the channel. The questions that I'm going to be answering in today's video are ones that you asked in the comments to the introduction video and some that you asked on Facebook. Question number one, how old is he? He is almost 13 weeks now. He was born on March 25th this year. How did you pick the breed? Well, I've always loved poodles. He's a toy dwarf poodle mix. His mom is a dwarf and his dad is a toy poodle. I've always loved poodles. We had a neighbor who had a small poodle when I was a kid, and it was so sweet and fun and smart and just adorable, so they've always had a special place in my heart, I guess. But then we also wanted a dog that is small because we do live in an apartment. I wouldn't want to have a large dog in an apartment, and in the city it's just handier to have a small dog that you can just pick up or have in your lap while you travel and stuff. Since neither me nor Mr. Tez drive, we don't have a license, either of us. We take the bus or the train or the subway wherever we go, so he'll need to be able to travel with us, and it's just easier when it's a smaller dog. Also, we wanted a breed that doesn't shed everywhere because it's just handier to not have fur lying around everywhere. And they're just smart, social, fun animals. We wanted to make sure that we got a dog that we could take with us pretty much everywhere. What is your favorite thing about Gaston? He is so loving and sweet, and he's so amazing. He just completes us. We're a family. He's been with us for over a month now, and it feels like he's been with us forever. I just love him so much, and he's so great with both me and Mr. Tez, and he's so social and active and energized, and he's a really fast learner. He's amazing at everything we try with him, so yeah, he's just like the best dog ever. In what way has Gaston changed your life? My life recently took a change down a similar path, because now I have to be with him all the time, and that means that I have to be home all the time when Mr. Tez isn't home. And since I did leave my previous job at the beginning of this year and start my own company, or evolve my own company, so that is all that I do nowadays, which means I work from home. So I'm already home with him, so that change was already made before. The change that has happened is, I guess, you have another life to look after. It's like having a kid. He's constantly with us. We have to look after him all the time, like make sure he's fed, taking his nap properly, that he gets to go out. He goes out like every 2 hours to pee or poop, and just taking care of another individual. But I love it. I love everything about it. And I think I'm gonna make a video in a couple of months or so, calling it maybe like a day in the life of a puppy mama or something, or something like that, so you guys can see more in depth like what it means to have a pup, or at least what it means for us. Will you be training agility with him? We don't plan on it, but you never know. Just plan on having him as a social family pet that you take with you everywhere, and if he does start to show signs of being bored with everyday life or whatever, then yeah, we might look into agility, but it's not something that we've been planning on doing at all. Knowing how much you struggle with allergies, was getting a hypoallergenic dog poodle the reason you chose the breed? I'm not allergic to dogs at all. I've made sure a couple of times that I'm not allergic to dogs, and I have friends who have dogs and cats and other furry little critters, and I don't react to those at all. Rats are the only animals that I'm allergic to. Other than that, I'm allergic to pollen, but I'm not allergic to Gaston. And getting a poodle, yeah, I'm happy that he doesn't shed everywhere, but yeah, it's also good that if we have friends over who are sensitive to the fur, it's good that he doesn't shed everywhere. But there's really no such thing as an allergy-friendly dog. Like, people can still be allergic to the saliva and stuff, but I'm not allergic. Do you think you'll be getting any more dogs or animals in the future? Probably more dogs, yeah. We'll see down the line how things turn out with him, and if we feel like he needs a friend. Nothing we're planning on right now. Other animals, nothing we're planning on at all, so we'll see what happens. Do you plan on having babies from him and a female mini poodle? We don't. For one, we kind of don't want to do that because there are already a lot of animals out there and there's no need for constantly making more puppies just because we love our pup. Also, since he's a 2 or 3 color poodle, you're not technically supposed to use them to breed because poodles are supposed to be one color. They can only compete if they're one color, and then by compete I mean in the thing where they look at what they look like and stuff. Not agility, they can look however they want for that, but when it comes down to looking at the breed and the way that they look and blah, 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 I just think that's stupid. Then they can only be one color, so he would never be able to compete in that. And the people we got him from recommended that we didn't use him for breeding, and we really weren't planning on it either. So what kind of food do you feed him? Since you're vegan, is he going to be as well? Okay, first of all, I'm not vegan. I've explained this before, like I eat vegan food, but I'm not vegan. I'm basically mostly vegetarian, but I do eat vegan food. Sometimes I tag vegan dishes that I eat on Instagram and stuff, but I'm not 100% vegan, and I tried being 100% vegan. I did it for 2 months, and it's just not for me, and that's just it. And I would never force any pet of mine to eat vegan food. Dogs are supposed to eat meat and bone and stuff like that. I would never force a vegan diet on a dog. As he's a pup, he eats 4 times a day, and then we're gonna cut it down to 3 times a day, and then when he's fully grown, he's gonna eat 2 times a day. And he does eat both dry food, which you mix with water so that it becomes soft, and fresh food, which is basically like raw meat with some nutrients and stuff in it. It's like little meatball shaped things that you keep in the freezer and then you take them out to defrost, and he absolutely loves them. So he eats the dry stuff 3 times a day and the wet stuff once a day. What are his favorite treats? Whenever we try to teach him tricks or stuff like that, we give him something called leverpastej, which is like liver patty. I don't know if people have that in other countries too, but it's very common to put on your sandwich here in Sweden. So I'll cut up little pieces of it and give it to him. He really likes that, but other than that, he likes regular puppy treats and like the little, like the bone treats that are basically like cow, and then they're rolled in chicken or salmon or something like that. You can chew on those forever. Does he have a favorite toy? He has a bunch of different toys. I don't know which one I'd pick for his favorite because he does play with all of them. Like some of the toys are just socks that we've given him and he has a lot of fun with socks. He does have Squeaky. He really likes Squeaky. And then he has a goose that makes goose sounds when you squeak it. Poodles are bird hounds, so yeah, I don't know if that's built in and stuff. He likes to hunt that goose too and chase it around and stuff, so yeah. Has he started chewing on any of your shoes or pillows? Our shoes are out of reach for him. Since he's a small dog, we'll just put everything up on a shelf so he can't reach it. So he hasn't tried chewing on any of those because he hasn't been able to. Chewing on pillows? Not so much. I mean, obviously he likes to taste stuff with his teeth just to check them out because that's what puppies do. But he hasn't ruined anything. Any of our interiors, he hasn't broken anything, he hasn't chewed anything up that he wasn't supposed to. He has a lot of chew toys and stuff like that, so he's good. He has all the things he needs. When you tell him no, because he's chewing something that he's not supposed to, he actually listens. What do you plan on doing to trim his nails? We cut them ourselves. We've done it once already, and it's not a problem. We just got the regular clippers that are meant for little puppy nails, and he doesn't seem to be bothered at all. We did it when he was tired, like already laying down to rest, and we just snip, you take it carefully so you don't cut into the actual flesh, like piece by piece, tiny little pieces, and that was not an issue at all. We do all those things at home, like trim his fur and wash him and wash his ears and all the stuff like that, brush his teeth, everything. We do that ourselves. We haven't handed in to anyone to do that for us. We want to make sure that we're able to do everything ourselves. What will you make for him next? I suppose you're referring to DIY, like the dog bed one that I made. If you haven't seen that one already, you should go check that out because it's so easy and a lot of fun, and he absolutely loves it. I actually don't have a specific one planned already. I have a couple of ideas that I'm going to see if I can make happen, but yeah, nothing that I'm willing to reveal yet, so stay tuned for more info about that. If you have requests on puppy DIYs or doggy DIYs, you can put those in the comments below or send me an email. Will you give him a special poodle cut? Most definitely not. He's not a show dog, he's a family dog, and he's not going to be walking around like with no pants on and a big poof and blah, 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 all that stuff. No, we'll just keep it like fluffy and short in the summer. We actually just cut his fur today, and then longer in the winter when it gets colder. And he'll wear like little sweaters and stuff when it's too cold, so no stupid haircuts for him. What part of having a dog do you think is the most exciting? I just love him. He's ours. He loves us so much. He gives us so much love, and he's so sweet, and he really enriches your life. I feel that way about pets overall. I've always loved having some animal be part of my family. If it was bunnies, as when I was younger, or the rats, and now a dog. It's amazing. It is a lot of work, and it costs a lot of money, and it's not to be taken lightly, which I'm probably going to be talking more about in upcoming videos. But if you have the time and the commitment and the money to do it, it's awesome. It really is. The final question is, are you psychologically ready to have to go out multiple times a day to walk Gaston? If it's raining and cold, will you happily go out or wish your dog knew how to use the toilet? If you don't feel ready to go out several times a day with your dog, then don't get a dog. That's just one of the things that you have to do. There's no discussion about that. We take him out every 2 hours. It's going to be less and less when he gets grown up, but he's still going to be able to go out several times a day for walks to pee and poo. Dogs are not meant to stay indoors all day long and go to the toilet or litter box like a cat does. They're meant to be outside, and we take them out as much as we can, and it's not a problem. I know it's easy to say right now because it's summer and the weather is awesome and blah blah blah, but I don't care if it's minus 20 degrees and like snow up to here. I'm taking him out. That's just how it is, and we've made some changes in our lifestyle that has been to adjust for his benefit, and I don't regret any of it. I just love him so much, and he's worth all of it. He's worth all of our attention. And again, if you don't feel prepared to give all of yourself to a dog, you're not ready to have a dog. That's just how it is. So those are all the questions that you guys asked. Thank you so much for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, stay tuned for my next one. See you. Bye.